What's up? What's up? What's up? This is Lana Language Podcast, y'all. This is my first episode. As you all know, Not Another Podcast will be the name. I'm gonna list it here for those that are listening via Spotify, Apple Music. I'm like, what is this called? I'm signaling at the bottom of the screen because that's why I'm gonna list the name of the podcast. But it is called Not Another Podcast. Kind of for obvious reasons, because as you all can see, it's podcast season. Everybody named Mama got a podcast. But I'm different because I'm not everybody named motherfucking Mama. I ain't got no kids. So, yes, this is my first episode of my podcast. This is my, y'all, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it transparent because that's my whole thing. My podcast, keeping it real. This is my third time recording. And it's Friday, y'all. I recorded yesterday twice. Today's Friday. Today's the day that I'm dropping. But we gonna get it done because that's what I do. I get shit done, okay? But no, some real shit. Like, I kind of play back my past episodes, and I'm like, I want this to be a little bit more personal, so you all can get a feel of how I am, my personality. I didn't really want to get into any topics because yesterday I did talk on some topics, but it just sounded forced. So I kind of wanted to just wait until you all see like who I am, how I talk, things like that. So I decided to re-record this. I decided to record again. So let's get into it. My initial reason for starting this podcast, first off, I'm on YouTube as well. I was supposed to do a YouTube channel. Everybody in my life know that I was supposed to start the YouTube channel, right? I was supposed to start in college, but I never got around to it. I done made so much cover art. I done made so many intros. Like, I've been on Canva for years trying to see what I'm finna do, how I'm finna start, like, just for years. And I just never got started. And I had a lot of moments in my life that was YouTube worthy, for sure. But it's okay because I didn't give up. I'm starting now. And that's all that matters. And here we are. My main reason for really starting this podcast, though, is because I realized how much I talk to myself. And it's a lot. It's a lot. It's more than... Y'all don't think I'm weird, but I feel like it's more than usual. And I was just thinking, like, I need to share my thoughts with other humans. I need to get out of my head and share my thoughts with other humans. Like, share how I feel, my opinions, because I can't just keep having these conversations with myself. Because then I think I'm weird. I think there's something wrong with me. But yeah, I did want to kind of use my voice a little bit more and just have conversations with y'all. Even though y'all not here right now, I know y'all be here later listening to this, and I'm grateful for that. So yeah, thank you all for tuning in. Just a little bit about me. I am 24, okay, soon to be 25. My birthday is 9/11/1998. Shout out Virgos. We run the world, yes. Virgos run the world. And if you don't agree, you a hating ass bitch. That's just what it is. But no, for real though, like, when y'all think about it, let's just pause real quick from me. When you think about it, look at all the successful Virgos in the world. This is just a quick side note. You got Beyonce. You got Michael Jackson. You got Taraji. You got Keke Palmer. And y'all, I bet y'all didn't know this, Jennifer Hudson. Yes. Jenny is a Virgo, and she from Chicago, and Keke Palmer. So Virgos from Chicago, top tier. Ain't no top tier. Ain't no way around it. But yeah, Virgo from Chicago. It's like my brand. I did graduate with a bachelor's in psychology. Might go back to school. I don't know. I don't know if I want to be y'all psychologist because the world nowadays is fucking crazy. It's fucking nuts, okay? I don't know. I don't know. I'll think about it. if this is, I'm not gonna even say if, because manifestation. If when my podcast gets bigger, I just might not go back to school, because who the fuck want to do homework? I'm finna be 25 doing homework. Who? No, baby, no, it's not gonna happen. The fuck, I might though. I ain't gonna rule it out. Sorry. But anyway, so yeah, being from Chicago, starting this podcast, I kind of want to use this as a platform to amplify Chicago voices, whether it's through music, if you have a business, any kind of business, I don't care what it is. I do want to have guests start coming on my show. I want to talk to y'all. I want to know what it's like to have a business, because I do plan on starting some things soon. I want to talk to those who have businesses. How did you develop those mindsets? Like, just a whole bunch of shit. Like, anybody could be wanting to get in the same field that somebody else that I bring on the show might be in. So I do want to have a variety of different like niches or whatever. So hit me up if you want to be on my show. Can't have everybody coming to my house though. If I don't know you like that, you're going to have to wait till I get a suite or something. Because I am at home. This is my podcast area. Y'all, I put my heart and my soul into this podcast area. If you listening through Spotify and what's that called? If you listen through Spotify and Apple Music, please make sure you check out the YouTube just to look at my podcast area. Like, I want to show y'all. I'm going to show y'all another time through like a regular YouTube video. But I put my heart and my soul into this little space right here, just so I could come talk to y'all and give y'all my personality. Okay. So yeah, just using this podcast to amplify Chicago voices, break Chicago stereotypes, because Chicago has a lot of negative connotations tied to us, the people from here. Like, everything in the media is so negative. Like, when people think about us, when they see us, or say what they say when they hear we from Chicago, it's annoying. Like, shut up. No, we don't know Chief Keef. No, I don't know him. I've never seen him a day in my life. That's my nigga though. But no, we don't know him. No, I ain't never been shot at, but I've been around gunfire before. But like, let's be fucking for real. Like, that shit is so annoying. That's why I hate telling people where I'm from. I just let them hear it in the accent. Because if you say some dumb shit to me about some stereotypes from Chicago, I'm going to stop talking to you. I'm just going to look at you. Why are you talking to me? I'm just going to look at you like, why are you talking to me? But yeah. So just using this podcast to do that, because I do eventually want to build an audience. Not just a local audience, because I do want I fuck with my city. I don't want just a local audience though, but I also want a bigger audience. But that'll come with time. We're going to be patient. But yeah, like I said, Chicago, I love my city. I really do. I love the people in my city. I know y'all just seen that video about the stripper at the United Center. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That shit was raw as hell. That shit was cold. Chicago, the first to do it. These rappers finna start doing it real soon, I bet y'all. But we was the first to do it. Just know that. But yeah, that shit was raw as hell. But like I said, I love my city. We do shit like that. We trendsetters. Like, that's just what it is. And, it has its negative aspects, but we're not going to talk about that, okay? We're not going to talk about that on this podcast because, like I said, we breaking them stereotypes, okay? But anyway, like I said, I wanted this episode to be a little more personal, so it's not going to be as long. I did want to get into a little bit of why, or more of the reason why I did want to start a podcast. I felt like I just been through so much. And it's not even funny, but, I laugh at my pain. What Kevin Hart say? That's what I do. But I just feel like I've been through so much within the past. Shit, since I've been in college, like, up and down depression, roller coasters of emotion, like, just so much. And I feel like I got a lot to say. So, if you're down to listen, then stay right here. But yeah, like, I just been through so much. It's been times where I just been so down that I was just like, I don't give a fuck no more. Fuck it. Like, I didn't care what I did with my life. Like, it was just a point where it was another bad thing after another bad thing. And it was just like a train just coming my way, just ready to take me out. But, I lost faith here and there. I learned about manifestation, and I kind of took it a little bit more seriously. And then I seen it actually change my life a little bit. So I was like, okay, maybe this shit work. Actually, it's so crazy because I learned about, I always knew about manifestation, but it was just one time and it kind of changed my life. So for those that, some of you all know, some of you all don't know, but for those that don't, I had gotten a real bad accident with my first car, my Hyundai Elantra Dawn. That was her name, y'all, Dawn. I was getting off the expressway on 47th, and I was on a ramp, and another car, literally, he was rushing to get off the expressway all the way from the left lane. He was rushing to get off the expressway, slammed into my ass. My car damn near flipped over. Like, it was so bad, y'all. My wheel axle was off, my windshield was cracked, and my airbags did not deploy, which is crazy. But yeah, I was hysterical. I didn't have insurance. I was riding dirty. Didn't have insurance. And that car I paid for that in cash. So it wasn't even like, it was just like gone. Like, it was total. It was nothing I could do. So I'm like, damn, like I'm without this car. I'm gonna make this story quick. But one day I was taking an Uber to work because of the situation. And it was a Freemason. He was a Freemason, and he was talking my ear off, but he was saying a lot of good shit. And it was shit that I needed to hear at the time, y'all. Like, it was just so crazy. But he was explaining manifestation to me and just saying, like, you can't say what you want. You need to say what you already have or what you're going to have in the future. You need to basically speak things into existence. But the way he was explaining it, it was just like, damn, like, this shit sounded good. So the car that I have now, Kia K5, I've been wanting that car for the longest. So I'm like, okay, let me look into this. Let me see what this man talking about, because this old man probably know what he's talking about. I spoke that shit. Yeah, I'm going to get my Kia K5. And it's crazy, y'all, because I needed the red seats and I needed the sunroof because they all don't come with that. So I'm like, okay, I'm getting my Kia with the red seats and the sunroof. That's just what it is. I'm going to get it. That's going to be my next car. So I was going through trial and error. I was going through hell and high water. I'm telling my age. Hell and high water. But literally trying to get this car. Some people didn't have the sunroof. Some people didn't have the seats that I wanted or the price. And it was just so much. But I found a place in Wisconsin. Ended up talking to them, spoke with them. I got what the fuck I wanted because I spoke that shit into existence. So I really believe in manifestation, like real bad, like for real, because I feel like it got me a lot of where I am today. And then even everybody knows the situation. I recently got out of a relationship, had to end up finding a new apartment, and it was just a very long, tedious process. Like, at some point, I don't want to tell y'all too much of my business, but fuck it, here we go. So I had to move out of my apartment. Staying with my grandfather and my mother for like a month or two. Worst moment of my life. I didn't want to live with nobody. I wasn't used to living with nobody no more. It was depressing. Like, that's probably the most depressed I've ever been in my life because I just, got out of a relationship. I'm going through these changes. Like, it was crazy. This was not too long ago too. It was so crazy, but manifested. I ended up moving to another apartment, and I got the apartment. I was on my own, so I was happy about that, but it wasn't up to my liking. So I got out that lease. I manifested this where I am now, and I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful. So I'm real big on manifestation, speaking things into existence, speaking like you already have things. That's what I like to do. I have it. I'm gonna get it, and that's just what it is. And if it don't work out, then it's a reason for that, So that's just how I feel. That's my mindset now growing up. I'm finna be 25, 20 motherfucking 5. But finna be grown. But yeah, like I said, I wanted to make this episode a little bit more personal. So this is my 3rd time recording, and I think I like this one. So I think I'm gonna stick with this. Hopefully the audio sounds good, because as y'all know, this is my first podcast, so I'm fucking with the audio, trying to see what I like, and but I just want to thank y'all for coming on this journey with me and for listening. Everybody's been so supportive, and I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. That's really it for this one. Like I said, I don't want to get into any topics right now, because I just wanted y'all to just get a feel for my personality, my vibe. But now we finna get a little ratchet. Well, first off, I do want to say I'm sorry. Let me rewind. With this podcast, I don't want anybody to expect a certain niche. Like, I don't want anyone to expect, I don't want to be political the whole time, but I am going to, touch on some issues within the government, the media, just anything like that. But I'm also going to be ratchet. Like, we're going to talk about sex. We're going to talk about relationships. We're going to talk about girlfriend advice, I want this podcast to feel like y'all talking with y'all homegirl. Okay? I'm y'all homegirl. Okay? So, homeboys, too, if y'all listening, I'm y'all homegirl. Like, ask me something. You need some girl advice? I got you. Okay? I got you. But anyway, I want to also get into my segments. So, my segments for... I'm sorry, I just blanked. But, I have the advice column and the diary digest. But hold on, I want to get into this question that somebody asked me. And I know it was a nigga that asked me. I know it was. If it wasn't my ex-boyfriend, I know it's one of you niggas I curved before, because it just makes sense. But let me read this question to y'all. And if you gay, lesbian, you'll understand. You already know what question it's finna be. They say, what made you turn to girls? A nigga broke your heart or something? What made you turn to girls? Did a nigga break your heart or something? Now, I'm gonna answer this. I'm gonna answer this politely first, respectfully. No, I don't give a fuck about I ain't got my heart broke by a nigga since my freshman year of college. I don't really give a fuck. Like, back then, yeah, I was heartbroken, cool, but that ain't make me be like, oh, I'm finna go date a girl because I can't handle me. No, I don't give a fuck. First of all, I've always been attracted to females. I'm not really a film type, even though there's some films, I'm not gonna lie, that I definitely hate. But no, what a nigga did to me don't have shit to do with how I live my life. A nigga ain't changed my life to the point where I changed my sexuality. Come on now. I've always been attracted to females. Like, please don't play with me. But no, like I said, don't fucking play with me. Like, and it's always the niggas asking that question. What made you turn to girls? Like, you want to know the real answer? The real answer is women fuck better. And that's just, and y'all heard it here first. Lana Language Podcast. So if you stuck on the man, and I ain't even gonna say that, because I don't want you hoes to try to convert to the other side, and I don't have time. I don't want y'all to try to, no, keep it over there. Y'all can stay up over there. Leave the gay community alone. But I'm just letting y'all know, women fuck better. And that's just what it is. I'm sorry. I ain't even sorry. It is what it is. And that's my answer to your question. Okay? Fuck. But the other questions, it was two that kind of tied into each other that I wanted to speak on. So the first one says, it takes me a year and a half to get over people. Am I the problem? Yes, you are the you are the problem. No, I'm just playing. But my question to you, I guess, would be, is that with all your exes? Because if it's with all your exes, baby, take time to yourself. Reevaluate your self-love. Because this shouldn't even, a year and a half is wild. Like, if it's taking you a year and a half, either you still fucking with them within that year and a half. If you don't have no contact with them and you still can't get over them, stop falling in love. I'm just saying. But be careful when you fall in love. Just make sure the feelings are reciprocal, because it shouldn't take that long. I would say a few months. Like, you never really truly, I mean, I ain't gonna say that you never really truly open nobody, but a year and a half, you must still be fucking with your ex, and you're never gonna get over them if you still are. So yeah, you gotta reevaluate. If it's just one of your exes, I understand, but if it's not healthy, cut it off, because it's only gonna be worse. It's only gonna fuck you up more. Just stop, please. Stop, baby. The next question, moving on, dating someone new. Is there a wait time before talking to someone new? What if your ex is over you completely? Does that matter? Is there a wait time before talking to someone new? Is there a rule book? Like, is there a rule book? No, for real though. But like, I don't think there's necessarily a wait time now. If it was like a breakup where y'all was good, but then some tragic shit just happened and y'all just like, fuck it, and they end up with a new person like a week to a month later, they was cheating. They was cheating on you. But if it was a situation where y'all was broken up on and off and shit was deteriorating over a few months, and you move on, because, you know, they say you leave mentally before you leave physically. And I'm a firm believer in that, because, I mean, shit, it happens. Like, you leave mentally before you leave physically. So I feel like if it's a situation like that, there is no time limit. But like I said, if you just up and go to the next person, chill. Like, live your life, you know. You can be single and still have somebody, you know, that you fuck with real hard. But to hop in another relationship is wild. To hop in another relationship is wild. Like, give yourself at least a few months. Like, you know, enjoy your little single life, okay? And then what if your ex isn't over you completely? Does that matter? Hell no, it don't matter. What, like, who the fuck? No offense, but like, who the fuck cares? Like, if you sit here and spend your whole dating life waiting around on the ex to get over you, we always gonna be back with the same ex, because it's just like, what are we waiting for? What are we waiting on? Why am I waiting on you to get over me so I can move on? No. If your ex is over you completely, that's just something that they have to deal with. That's some shit you got to deal with on your own. Like, that shouldn't stop you from dating. That shouldn't stop your happiness. That shouldn't stop you from seeing nobody. Like, that shit don't matter. But yeah, y'all sent us some decent stuff. There is more, but I think I want to save it for next week. Somebody did submit a diary digest, and you know who you are. That's crazy. I can't wait till y'all hear this shit next week. It's not funny, but I mean, it kind of is funny. I like dark humor, so it kind of is funny. But yeah, y'all sent us some good stuff. Keep it coming. I just want to thank you all again for listening. I'm so grateful. I'm so motherfucking grateful. Like, all the support that I've been getting from everybody. I hope it continues. I hope you all continue to listen. Because like I said, a bitch got a lot to say. I got a lot to say. I got strong fucking opinions, okay? So, y'all continue to tune in. And yeah, let's just continue to keep it real. And I will talk to you all later. Thank you, babies. Bye.